Motive, means, and opportunity. Could this election be completely rigged? Welcome to my channel, y'all. I hope you're having a great day. And to answer that question, yes, it could. I'm not much into conspiracy theories, but I do like to keep an open mind. And this isn't a conspiracy theory. This isn't even a thesis. This is just kind of a thought, a speculation, a what if, as it were. Some might even say it's a musing. So think about this. What if there was a mole in the Trump inner circle? What if that mole was from the WEF? And right after he was elected, what if he started saying to Trump, hey, you know what? You really like tariffs. Why don't we try to take over Canada? Why don't we put super high tariffs on Canada? And what if when Trudeau comes down begging, we just kind of troll him a bit? We tell him that Canada should be part of the United States, and we'll even make him governor, because we all know that Trudeau's not going to be reelected. And what if Trump says, hey, that sounds like a good idea? Because we all know that he really hated Trudeau, and it doesn't take much to get him interested in trolling people, because he actually quite enjoys it. And it is quite humorous to a lot of us, because we just like to sit back and watch the spectacle of it. And Trudeau did come down, and he did beg for mercy, and he was trolled. And his popularity had been sinking for quite some time, so he was not going to win the election. He still had the support of Jagmeet Singh at that time, but Jagmeet Singh probably wasn't going to support him very much longer. And the WEF was in a bit of a pickle. They didn't want to lose control. Canada has been one of their most productive, colonies, you might say. So they had to get Justin to resign. And what if they just decided, let's install Mark Carney? Because we all know that Mark Carney is fairly high up in the hierarchy of the WEF. So that's not much of a stretch at all. And let's face it, if you think that was a fair leadership campaign, that he won fair and square, I don't think anybody in Canada with a brain really thinks that Mark Carney won that leadership race fair and square. It was totally set in stone even before he started to run. So then what? Well, their polls are still pretty low. How would they get him reelected? Well, they might consider rigging the election, but that doesn't make a lot of sense if the polls are still showing them really low. So they had to, start rigging the polls. So how would they rig the polls? Well, that's actually quite easy, technically. They don't even need the support of the pollsters to do that. All they need to do is intercept telephone calls. And if you don't think that's possible, well, we've known for 30 years that that's been possible. Remember back just before Diane Spencer was killed in that automobile accident in Paris? Well, some of her telephone conversations, her cell conversations were intercepted. And that was back when we didn't think that cell conversations could be intercepted. But they were. We've had that technology for at least 30 years, probably 40 years, ever since cell service became quite popular. We've had that technology. So the means are there. They could do it. They don't have to intercept all of the polls. They just have to intercept, 50% and have bots fill in the polls. That's quite possible. That is technically possible. Would they do it? Well, then comes in motivation. Are they motivated to keep the Liberals in power? I think that the Davos elite are motivated to keep the Liberals in power, and they are motivated to get Mark Carney elected prime minister, just like they're motivated to get all socialists elected all across the world. I mean, look what's happening in France right now. The main rival to Macron has been banned from politics for 5 years. Did she actually commit embezzlement? I don't know. She's saying that she hasn't, and she's going to appeal it, but that's on the other side of the world. It's just kind of an example of a curious thing that's happening in the world at the same time. They're attacking almost all of the conservative, or I would say more centralist people in politics. So would that happen here? Well, the motivation is very clear. They want to keep the Liberals in power. And this is a motivation that is as old as time, really. It's all about greed in one form or another, whether it's money, or power. So is it possible? Yes, it is possible. Are they doing it? Well, I can't say for sure. I'm just saying that it's highly suspicious. It is a curiosity. They do have the motive, the means, and the opportunity. Now, these are just thoughts, ramblings almost, but I'd love to know what you think. Is it possible? Could they be doing this? Or is this just a wild speculation? Let me know in the comments below. And while you're at it, please like this video, share with your friends and on social media. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and hit that bell notification so you never miss another video. Also, please join me on Thursday evenings at 6 p.m. Pacific time on both YouTube and Rumble for my live stream, where you're invited to join in on the conversation. Finally, if you wish to get your Canadian firearms license, I teach the required courses. So if you reside on Vancouver Island and you'd like to take a course from me, there are links in the show notes of this video to my website where you can sign up for one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.